DAFile number 0002, Waverly Hills Sanatorium, USA. Echoes of the death tunnel still whisper through Kentucky's fog. Deep in the hills of Louisville, Kentucky, lies a building whose walls have seen untold suffering. Waverly Hills Sanatorium. Once a haven for the sick, now a mausoleum of memories. The air still carries whispers, faint echoes of the death tunnel, a place where thousands of souls made their final journey. Tonight, we venture into the shadows of one of America's most haunted hospitals, and listen to the stories its walls used to forget. Waverly Hills was built in 1910, at a time when tuberculosis was one of the deadliest diseases in the United States. Kentucky's fog and rolling hills made it seem like the perfect refuge for the sick, but inside, despair quickly took hold. The sanatorium was designed to isolate the afflicted. Patients arrived full of hope, only to find themselves trapped in a fortress of sickness. At its peak, Waverly Hills treated hundreds of patients daily. Yet numbers were staggering. Over 63,000 would die here, many in the dark, winding hallways. The death tunnel. To transport the dead without alarming other patients, staff dug a long tunnel in 1920, connecting the hospital to the outside world. Here, the lifeless were rolled away silently, shielded from the eyes of those still fighting for life. This passage became known as the death tunnel, and locals whispered that the tunnel itself had absorbed the pain, the fear, the despair of the countless souls carried through it. Even today, some claim that when the fog rolls in, you can hear faint footsteps echoing through its darkness. The question. Beyond disease, Waverly Hills gained a reputation for horror. Patients were subjected to questionable treatments, experimental surgeries, harsh isolation, and early forms of electrotherapy. Some say desperation led to cruelty. Nurses and doctors did what they thought necessary, but history has judged some actions as sinister. Visitors report strange sightings, shadows moving along walls, disembodied voices, and cold spots that chill to the bone. Some claim to see figures in old hospital uniforms, eternally walking the halls. Even those skeptical of the paranormal cannot deny the oppressive aura lingering in the air. The death tunnel is no longer used, but its walls still bear witness to the suffering of the past. Imagine rolling a trolley with the body of a loved one, silently through the stone corridor, as the mist outside creeps in through small cracks. Paranormal investigators describe hearing muffled cries, footsteps, and the creak of door opening on their own. Some say the tunnel preserves the final echoes of the countless who passed through it. Walk here, and you feel a cold weight on your chest, a reminder that death left its mark on every brick, every shadow. One visitor reported seeing a nurse's ghost, pinned near the tunnel's entrance, muttering unintelligible words. Another described a child's laughter echoing in the empty halls, a chilling contrast to the tragedy that once filled the rooms. Waverly Hills was built in a Gothic revival style, with long corridors and grand staircases meant to inspire hope. But over time, the structure became a labyrinth of decay. Peeling paint, shattered windows, and rusting equipment turned the halls into a macabre museum of forgotten lives. The upper floors are said to be particularly haunted. Hospital records reveal rooms where patients died alone, their final breaths carried into the cold, silent air. Some visitors claim they can still hear the echoes of wheezing, coughing, and whispered prayers lingering in the corridors. Today, Waverly Hills draws thrill seekers, ghost hunters, and history enthusiasts. Despite its decay, the building stands as a chilling monument to human suffering and resilience. Paranormal tours allow a glimpse into its haunting past, but not everyone leaves unshaken. Cameras capture orbs, shadows, and inexplicable movements. Nighttime explorers speak of a presence that feels angry, sad, and restless all at once. For some, Waverly Hills is more than just a location. It is a memory etched into the land, an echo of the countless lives that once filled its halls. Waverly Hills Sanatorium remains a place where history and haunting intertwine. Its fog-laden hill, desolate halls are a silent testament to suffering, death, and the lingering presence of souls who have not yet departed. So if you ever find yourself near Louisville, and the fog creeps in thicker than the night, remember Waverly Hills. Step lightly, listen closely, and perhaps you too will hear the faint whispers of the death tunnel, a haunting reminder that some echoes never fade. This is Atlas Files. Keep exploring the forgotten, the abandoned, and the haunted. Because some places refuse to stay silent.